first of all, let's check the important stuff. Has everyone got a drink?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Remember, sip, don't gulp. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And there are a few of you around that I know need to watch out for that. Yeah, I'm looking at you. Yeah, I'm looking at you too. Okay. But even more important than drink, I just want to start by saying how lucky I am. Not just to have found a wonderful woman to spend the rest of my life with, but to have found such a wonderful family. Let's face it, it's you guys are the real reason I'm marrying Emily. But seriously, apart from my own family, I have never felt such love as I do when I'm with you. Not just Peter and Nikki, Dan and Rebecca, but all of you. All of you here from Emily's family, you've really just opened my eyes, and you've brought me into your heart, and I couldn't have asked for a better family to be with. But I think my wife should be the one to really thank you.
Thank you, my husband. Okay, I know it's not traditional for the bride to speak at her wedding, but I've got the rest of my life to listen to him rattle on, so I just wanted to say a few things.
And I will as well.
So first of all, Mum and Dad, I want to thank you for everything that you've done for me through my life. I know there have been times when we've driven each other mad, but I've never doubted your love for me. Mum, you're not just a mother to me, you're my friend. I've always known that I can confide in you, like you've confided in me. And thank you for helping make this day so beautiful. And I mean that literally, she has made the day beautiful. All these little table decorations with the candles, she made them. She organised my veil, and she bought my dress. Well done, Mum. And Dad, you've always been my hero. And I know that is a cliche, but it's true. Because you've always looked after me, you've always supported me in every way possible, and you've always been there, without question and without judgment. Thank you. My brother Dan, thank you for always being someone that I've had to look up to. And occasionally run away from when I was small, when you turned into the tickle monster, which, by the way, has scarred me for life. Thank you for that. And stop it. But no, you did look after me as well, even though that did once involve going next door when he was a teenager to ask how to cook baked beans. And I also want to thank you for commandeering the TV every Saturday morning and forcing me to watch Doctor Who. I didn't realise at the time what an education you were giving me. Thank you. And Becca, my sister, what can I say? When I was little, you were so kind and protective, and I'm completely lying, she was a horrible bully to me. Now, I'm sure I was an annoying little sister, to be fair, but we did have fun as well. Like that time when I was 9 and you really, really didn't want to babysit me, so you decided it would be fun to get me drunk on Baileys. Which is still one of my favourite drinks, by the way.
Okay, that's enough of that. Okay, well, I suppose I should say something about my own parents. Mum, Dad, and when I say I don't just mean Neil and Penny, I also mean Ro and Dave. I've been so lucky in life to have found the love and support for not just 2, but 4 of the most caring and wonderful people I've ever met. Not that we all saw eye to eye, but where's the fun in that? But on a day like today, I just really like to do is just smile and remember just how amazing you all are. There is more, right? It's on the back. Got tricked. Okay. After all, you did help me become the man I am today. And not helped. Hindered. Sorry. Hindered me becoming the man I am today. Sorry. I'm dyslexic. So Neil, my father. You've been like a best friend to me my whole life. You've always been there for me when I really counted. Ro, being hidden by my brother, I can't see him. Ro, even though you are still my evil stepmother, you were on your wedding day, you are still the best evil stepmother a boy could ever wish for. Mum, what can I say? You are one of the strongest, most inspirational women I've ever known. You've always been there for me. You've been the person I would turn to when I'm ill and I'm in need. You would do just... Words do not do justice to how amazing you are. And for always saying what's on your mind, no matter what. Emily, do you remember what the first words my mum said to you when you ever met her?
The first words my new mother-in-law ever said to me were, "Oh good, I'm so glad you're wearing sensible boots and not tottering around in high heels."
It's true, really. That's actually what she said. I was really glad she wasn't wearing heels because I have no idea what she'd say. If that was the case. Oh dear. Now I have to point at my brother and get him to glare back at me. Like, there he is, yeah, see, glaring. Reminding him that very soon he's going to have to stand up with this mic in front of all these people and talk. You're welcome. Good thing he has Seb to help him. Hopefully. We'll see. Thanks. Anyway, Thor. Ben. No, Matt. No, it's Thor. Yeah, definitely Thor now, isn't it? Yeah, okay, good. You and Seb, to me, you're like brothers, both of you. Just one of them, I remember crawling around the floor determined to pull my hair out, and the other I was there for his birth. Good times, yeah, good times. That was amazing. Either way, I just want to say thank you to both of you for being, well, just your lovable, roguish selves, really. And, of course, Seb, for the fantastic bar, that's his bar, and fantastic drinks, all because of him. And yes, he is for hire. And yes, he will be taking bookings towards the end of the night. So my commission, right?
Yeah.
My commission.
5% commission.
5%.
Discount.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. This is actually, I've just realised I've got to pass the microphone over. You know, we were saying how she might be able to talk occasionally. This is apparently one of them.
Yeah, because Dan is not the only one who's had amazing people by his side today. Lucy, my beautiful niece. I'm going to embarrass you now. It's hard for me sometimes not to look at you and still see a tiny little baby with enormous chubby cheeks and masses of spiky hair. But I am so proud of the intelligent and confident girl that you've become. I'm so proud of you today. Robin, where are you? Behind the camera. You have kept me sane for the past few months. You gave me an amazing hen night. You were willing to break your legs for me yesterday. And I know Bailey Callahan would be thoroughly ashamed of me for getting married, but it has been awesome having you by my side today.
Yay, Robin!
And Becca again, but seriously this time. Now, like a lot of little girls, I used to imagine what my wedding would be like, and while the imaginary groom used to change a lot, Zach Morris, Mark Owen, Prince Eric from The Little Mermaid, one thing always stayed the same, which was that I knew I had to have my big sister by my side. And if you weren't here today, I don't know what I would do. I love you. Now it's you again.
Okay. I just made everyone cry about that. So at least I now going to talk about Emily. So, Emily, as I'm sure you've probably figured out by now, I love you. And love you can learn all the math in the verse, but you take a person in the sky that you don't love and she'll shake you off just as sure as the world's turn. And when I say I love you, it's not because I want you or because I can't have you. It has nothing to do with me. I love what you are, who you are. I have seen the worst and the best, I have seen your passion and your strength, and I understand with perfect clarity exactly who you are. You keep us flying when we should fall down. You save me. You saved me. And that's not just in a comic strip. You made me feel like I had finally come home. Emily, you are one hell of a woman. You are the one. And I would just like to say, as you wish.
Well, Dan is not the only one who can be really soppy. Okay, now those of you who know me for a while, will probably have noticed that up until about 2.5 years ago, I spent most of my life single. I wasn't really one for dating. It frankly induced my insecurities and brought out social anxiety in me. So I was stupidly reluctant to go on a date with someone who I'd only just met, even if he was really hot. But then I found out that we shared the same favourite TV show. So I decided to take a chance, to take the plunge, to change the habit of a lifetime and go on a date. And it felt like coming home. And I remember not long after we started going out, listening to a song called The Honey and the Moon. And the first line of this song is, I don't know why I'm still afraid. If you weren't real, I would make you up. Dan, you took away my fear. And knowing that someone as clever and brave and strong and handsome as you loves me, that makes me feel pretty special. Thank you. Right, yeah, we're nearly done. There are just a few other people that we have to quickly point at and make them go red. Where's Laura gone? Laura! Laura has basically become our unofficial wedding planner. There are quite a lot of things that probably would have gone very wrong today if it hadn't been for her, and also she did all the blackboards around the room, so thank you. Dave, I know you don't want a big fuss, but you made the invitations and they were amazing.
Absolutely.
So I just want to say that. Who else is there? I think we've forgotten someone.
Yeah, I think we've forgotten someone. Oh yeah, father of the bride. Now, in medieval times, people would have coughed up a lung and paid for everything, and given me a hefty dowry to take his lovely daughter of his wife. But we live in a more modern age. Thank God Peter doesn't. I really can't say anything else.
No, seriously, without you, Dad, without Mama, as I know you're going to insist on saying, none of this would have been possible. We would have all been sitting on the floor, eating packed lunches and singing to keep warm. So we really cannot say thank you enough, not just for helping pay for this perfect day, but for just being you.
There's actually one thing that I want to say. We were going to pass this straight on to Peter, but there's something that we originally were going to do and we ended up not being able to for a couple of reasons, silly reasons really, but there's a couple of people that aren't here that we all really wish were. Peter's got in his speech, but I'm just going to do really, really quickly that last year, just before this year, Jesus, what's this year? Early this year, just after I proposed to Emily, 3 of our grandmothers passed away, and we always wanted them to be here, but luckily I got to let Emily's grandparents know that we were engaged, and they were very happy, but we always really wanted them to be here. We're always thinking about them, and all of our grandparents that have gone away. So we just like to bring a moment to thank them and think that they're here in spirit at some point. And after that, we'll drop. I'm just going to pass the mic over and stop talking.